I live in Boston, Massachusetts with my 85-year-old grandmother. I sleep on a bed straight out of the 60s, painted bright pink. So yeah, if I make $1 million, I'm paying off loans, I'm getting a place, I'm moving out of grandma's house.
Every season of Survivor is a story. There are main characters, sidekicks, comic reliefs, and villains. A good season of Survivor tells a compelling story that has you rooting for someone and against someone else in hopes that it all ends in a satisfying conclusion. Each story that we look at together will go through one character's journey from beginning to end, from the time they're introduced until they inevitably get their torch snuffed or win the game. We will look at every character moment and strategic move to determine whether they were a hero or a villain and whether they were a good or bad strategist. And with that, welcome to Once Upon an Island. Now, for reference, we are only going to be observing what the TV show is showing us and what story is being told through the show. No future seasons will be mentioned, as the story and characters here have no idea about what happens in those future seasons. Secret scenes and behind the scenes footage may be included to flesh out the story, and all character moments and strategic moves are interpreted with the mindset of what the story is trying to tell us. And now with that,
who will have what it takes to outwit, outplay, and outlast all the rest? This is Survivor 45!
Here we go, Survivor 45, the 5th season in the new era of the show and the 13th in Fiji. Jake O'Kane is a 26-year-old attorney from Boston, and he isn't the only attorney, no way. Julie of Reba and Katura of Bello are also attorneys. Plus, Dee and Austin of Reba are also 26 like Jake. The diversity of players on this season is something else. Anyways, as we already learned, he loves his Nana, but that opening is just a glimpse of this charismatic player. But we can't dwell on it for too long, as Bruce of Survivor 44 is back and his head is no longer busted up. Good for him. He is on Bello with Jake and Katura. Unfortunately though, Reba wins the opening challenge for Flint, so Jake and Brando got to do the Sweat and Savvy challenge. How does anyone solve this thing? I don't know. They don't know either, so they fail, and also the Lulu tribe fails as well. Yeah, no Flint for either of them. Upon arriving on Bello, spirits are high as Bruce catches a crab and their tribe easily wins immunity. Yeah, that fast. Why don't we spend more time with Jake's tribe? Well, as it turns out, Lulu, the yellow tribe, is a hot mess. In fact, I made a video all about how they're a hot mess, and it's one of my most viewed videos on this channel. It's that bad. The winner of our Survivor 47 Fantasy League got to pick this video all by themselves, and you could be next. Sign up for the Survivor 48 fantasy game, get first place, and I will make any story video you want, any Survivor or Amazing Race team from any season. Link in the description for that fantasy league. Now with that, we move into episode 2 where things are starting to heat up. The women form an alliance on Bello, which Jake immediately recognizes. Who is their target though? Bruce! But why Bruce? Dude played 12 hours on Survivor 44, so he isn't some returnee threat. As it turns out,
We got a partner machete now in Flint. It makes our lives a whole lot easier. In fact, we were able to get the fire going immediately. Bruce is killing that fire thing. We call him Uncle Bruce because you know what, he's taking care of us. But more importantly, Bruce is hilarious, man. It reminds me of a lot of people from Boston. Like, that's kind of why I vibe with Bruce.
Bruce, my nemesis. He gets to go on this journey. I'm pissed. He doesn't need access to anything that would give him any more power than he already has. My tribe is eating out of Bruce's hand everything he does. And he does a lot of stupid, annoying stuff. I guess I see through it. It seems really stupid to me. I'm just like, I don't know, who is this guy?
did you know Katura hates Bruce? I didn't know this. This is news to me. Bruce goes on said journey, opts out of the nonsense, and their tribe wins immunity. So we move on to episode 3, where as Jake is working on their fire, he collapses. Bro, what the heck? Don't scoop in this thing, dude. He thinks he just breathed in a lot of smoke, but I don't know. It's kind of strange. This does cause Kendra and him to talk, and she goes, whoa, Jake is cool, and I can definitely see myself working with him. Nice. Maybe collapsing was an accidental good strategic move, you know, a silver lining.
Today the boys took the raft out and we were out there having a great time. We were out there, you know, trying to provide for the tribe. There's nothing like it. It's like going to another world. It's just me, the fish, the coral, and I'm the king down there. There's nothing bigger than me down there, so I'm the boss.
Jake is not an option, I feel like, at this point.
He's not as much of a threat as maybe you would think a lawyer would be.
I would rather keep Jake over Bruce. Bruce is annoying, and I get the vibe that my tribe, they love Bruce. So any slight thing that they say about Bruce in a negative way, I want to validate, highlight, emphasize, like repeat over and over again in order to make sure they feel comfortable voting Bruce out.
What did Jeff say? Play like it's your second time. For Bruce, it's his second time.
Holy cannoli, did you know Katurah hates Bruce? They then win immunity in part thanks to Jake, and in episode 4 we get a plot twist. For the first time in the new era of Survivor, we get a bona fide tribe swap. It is now Jake, Bruce, Kelly, and Katurah on the new Lulu tribe with Caleb, a 4-to-1 advantage. Nice. Bruce then cries because this is the beach he was on last season when he was medically evacuated after busting his head open. So I wonder if Katurah has changed her mind about him after seeing how he can be so emotional.
Bruce is annoying. I mean, I made an alliance with Bruce on day 1. I liked him. I thought he was cool. Then the more he opened his mouth, the more I was like, this guy gets under my skin. You know, and it's like, oh, Bruce, you're so lovable. You cracked your head and we all got sad. And yeah, your head's big. You only played Survivor for 12 hours. Not a big deal. He makes all these random little faces and gestures. And every time he talks to us, he calls us kids. When I was in the Navy SEALs, and this is how we did it, and this is my training, and I don't know. I'm annoyed by it. I can see right through it. I'm ready for him to go, but I have to be realistic that I was just on a tribe with people who didn't see that at all.
Did you know Katurah hates Bruce? She hates him. We then see Jake and Caleb connect, and Jake says, hey, Caleb is not my first choice. He doesn't hold much power in this game, but I gotta keep my options open, and when the time is right, he will jump ship. Thank God he's a good swimmer. That's what Jake says. And then he laughs for a minute straight. It cuts to commercial while he's laughing. 10 out of 10, no notes. Their tribe wins immunity, and in episode 5, Jake passes out again. Bro, what? This time, there was no smoke. He just passes out and then tries to play it cool. He then tells us how he used to be fat until one day his mom found him eating alone in his car, like he was sneaking off to his car to eat away from everybody so he could binge, and that was a turning point for him. Since then, he has lost a ton of weight and plans to keep it off, and that is awesome. And believe it or not, Jake's story here is part of what motivated myself to lose over 40 pounds. Thanks, Jake. But what is Katurah up to now?
Back in the day when we used to, ride dinosaurs.
Bruce is a lot. He's always gonna be a lot. But when we first got to Lulu, I saw Bruce try to hold down his Bruce'ness, because we're trying to get to know Caleb. But you only need to give Bruce a little bit of time to get comfortable. And once he's comfortable, his Bruceisms is gonna come right back out. I'm trying to hold it in, but a part of me is like, hello, alert, is anybody hearing this crap that this man spews?
What is wrong with you people? It's a stupid idea. People my age, we don't debate things. Do I jump off this cliff or not? Could die. I'm gonna jump off it. You think I should jump off it? Oh, maybe I should jump off it.
I mean, did you know that Katurah hates Bruce? They win immunity again, and the next day there is an idol on their beach. Everyone teams up to find it while Katurah is blissfully unaware. Jake even pretends to lose something to distract and help Bruce out, who does indeed find it. But believe it or not, it is now merge time. How did Jake make the merge and not go to tribal? Luck, I think. But hey, this is when it is time to play for yourself and make a case for why you should win the game. However, for the first time all season, he will not have immunity as he is on the team that does not earn the merge and he is eligible to be voted off. Jake says, I'm crapping my pants right now as I head into this first tribal council. And yeah, I think I'd be feeling that too. But on a lighter note, in a secret scene, Drew of the original Reba tribe sleep talks and Jake is answering his questions. It's pretty funny. Drew's like, do we win the challenge? Jake's like, oh yeah, buddy, we definitely won the challenge, the whole thing. But snapping back to reality sees a debate raging on. Caleb of the original Lulu or J Maya of Reba. That isn't a bad choice. Neither are Bello and neither are Jake. All right. So they all vote at tribal and...
If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
All right, Jeff. I'm gonna buy a lotto ticket if this works. So, fingers crossed.
Caleb played his shot in the dark, which means there is not a vote in here from Caleb. There's a 1 in 6 shot at safety in the game. Caleb, you are.
No!
safe. Caleb does not count. Caleb does not count. What? Caleb does not count. Wow. Caleb does not count. 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 Caleb does not count.
Wow. Caleb negated 11 votes. That's a new survivor record at one tribal council. They go to revote, and since Caleb is ineligible, they decide, screw it, let's get J Maya off. So sure enough, she's gone.
6th person voted out of Survivor 45. Jay, the tribe has spoken.
Wow, Caleb saved himself on sheer luck. That is the first time a shot in the dark has saved anyone in the 5 seasons it has existed. This excites Jake as he wants Caleb to stay here, as he sees someone he could potentially work with in the future, but there's a lingering doubt. What if Bella falls apart? Speaking of which, this season sees again the same tire twist of splitting up everyone into 2 groups in the post-merge. But why? Why are we making 2 separate groups and sending them both to their own tribals? Why didn't we just have everyone become 2 tribes in the pre-merge? We could have just done this before we merged. It's nonsense. Dee and Kelly win immunity, and in Jake's group, people still want Caleb gone. Jake says, no way. Dee is our biggest threat, as she is the leader of the Reba tribe. She has got to go. But since she has immunity, we should get out her right-hand woman in Julie instead. So he devises a plan. His group has 6 people. If him, Caleb, and Katurah vote together, they can force a tie. And on the revote, Jake thinks Austin would flip. So he talks to Katurah about this plan, and
Jake wants us to vote out Julie tonight, and he wants it to be me, Caleb, and Jake. It's a good plan for me because I need to protect Caleb. He is a shield against Bruce.
Before we even go any further, I need you to tell me what's going on with Bruce.
He has an idol.
He has an idol?
Yeah. He told
Is that why you were looking for the rings?
Yes.
So that's why all of y'all were looking for the rings?
Yeah.
So your ring wasn't even lost?
No.
I think if it's a 3-3 vote, we can pull Austin.
I don't know. I'm hoping I'm not falling into the survivor trap of emotions and stuff, but now I'm kind of feeling like I might vote with the Reba people tonight.
oh no, is the person who rants once an episode about their hatred of Bruce going to make a strategic decision based on emotions? Well, Sifu was voted out of the other group's tribal council. He was a Reba member, and when Jake's group goes to vote,
First vote, Caleb. Julie, 1 vote Caleb, 1 vote Julie. Caleb, 2 votes Caleb. Julie, we're tied. Caleb, that's 3 votes Caleb. 8th person voted out of Survivor 45 and the first member of our jury. Caleb, the tribe has spoken.
oh brother, Katurah flipped. I mean, I don't fully blame her. I get it emotionally since they hid the idol from her, but yeah, just going with the power Reba alliance is not a good long-term strategy either. Not if you want to win the game, not if that's your goal. Jake says, I am tired of everyone following the herd. We need to turn around the tide of this game. We then get to the Survivor auction, for the first time, by the way, since season 30, and Jake buys a chocolate cake. Nice. We then go back to camp where him and Bruce are feeling the heat, so they look for an idol in this secret scene.
What's through my...
Should I try something?
I bet not because it's jumping.
No.
What?
Yeah, baby!
There's no way. You found an idol?
I may have yelled sounds of excitement to hopefully fake some people out into thinking that I could have an idol.
People just start screaming.
I just fell.
You just fell?
Yeah, I just fell. Hurt my ankle again.
You okay?
Yeah, dude, I'm fine. It's fine. It'll be good. It'll be good. Just like Bree did it, you know? I may have lied in this game already, but everyone in this game has lied already. We all know it. It's part of the game. Let's not act sanctimonious about it. Let's have some fun.
This should not have been a secret scene. I actually think it affects the game we see play out. How so? Well, Bruce is supposed to be next, but he upsets this by winning immunity.
Oh my God! As soon as Bruce wins immunity, I immediately say, you gotta be kidding me.
Did you know Katurah? She hates Bruce. Yeah, she hates him. Anyways, the target is now on Jake's back, so Kelly, a flipping bellow mind you, and Emily try to trick Jake into dropping someone else's name to vote off so they can use it against him in conversations with other people. He doesn't buy this for a second and gives them nothing. He knows what they're up to. So Jake goes out and looks for an idol again. And this chaos of him looking again causes everyone to go, well, what if we do a different, safer vote? Perfect. Jake does not find any idols, by the way, and at Tribal Council, he pretends that he has one and then corrects his wording from idol to shot in the dark. But the seeds of doubt are there, and while this seems like an obvious ploy to us watching, the players don't see it that way at all. So they all vote, and...
Ninth person voted out and the second member of our jury, Kelly.
Whoa! Sorry, whoa.
The tribe has spoken.
I love you, pal.
Hi, I'm Jake. I'm still on Survivor. Didn't get voted out today. I was aware that I was not reading people well, but I was not aware how bad I was reading people. I had no idea that that would be Kelly. I don't even want to say I was left in the dark. I wasn't even left in the same dimension. But now I have a brand new opportunity to entirely change the way I've been playing. Knock on wood. Jakey's not out of this.
Whoa, imagine if Bellows stayed strong. Kelly wouldn't be gone. Yeah, if only she hadn't tried burning Jake. But I gotta say, Jake is so charismatic when talking to us, it's hard to resist rooting for him. Kind of like another famous Survivor player from Boston. But the target is still on Bruce. Everyone and their chickens know this. So we see Kendra of the old Bellow say, I want D out. Yes, that's an excellent choice. So of course, Katurah snitches this to D. What is Katura's plan here? To burn all of her old tribe mates and be number 5 in the power lines? That's not a winning strategy. Bruce then wins immunity again, ticking Katurah off again. And Jake says Bellow is dead with Kelly gone and Katurah flipped. He is a free agent that no one is talking to. I mean, no one's talking to Jake about strategy. It kind of sucks. The stranglehold that the Reba 4 has over everyone is strong. So they all voted Tribal Council and...
First vote, Jake. Kendra, 1 vote Jake. Kendra, 2 votes Kendra. Kendra, 3 votes Kendra. 10th person voted out and the 3rd member of our jury. Kendra, that's 4, that's enough. Kendra, the tribe has spoken.
So we start episode 10 and Katurah says, I am scared. Now, why is Katurah scared? It's a good question. She says it's because half of everyone left in this game is Reba. Bruh, really? Are you really saying this? Oh, I'm scared because half of everyone left here is Reba. Am I taking crazy pills? I have watched this season at least 3 times now, and even making this video, I am gobsmacked. She openly said she is cool being number 5 in the Reba Alliance, so what is she so scared about now? Her own plans? Bruce then talks to Jake and says, the idol he found on Lulu, it left the game in Kelly's pocket. Dude, no way. No, literally, no way. This is a lie, and Jake falls for it. Emily then wins reward, takes all of the women, and back at camp, the men have an 80s inspired montage set to playing with the boys. I would just play it, but I would get copyrighted to oblivion by YouTube, so just trust me, you can look it up. It's by Kenny Loggins. It is amazing. So Jake talks to Drew and repeats the lie Bruce told him about his idol. Drew believes this, and why wouldn't he? Jake believes this. So at this point, you may be wondering why. Why is Bruce lying about not having an idol to Jake? It's so he can play it, surprise everyone, and knock out D. Yes, a power move, something we need. But where Bruce screwed up in this plan is that while he told Jake a lie to make Jake tell others so that it sounded true, he tells Katurah the truth. Why Katurah? She then snitches this truth to D and the other women. What the heck, Katurah? I thought Katurah was the person who just complained that Reba's half of everyone here. Now she's snitching on plans to remove one of the Reba members. I am just baffled. Jake finds out from Katurah that the idol is still in Bruce's pocket, which of course doesn't make Jake happy. I mean, why would it? But he suggests voting off Drew instead, which makes Drew ticked.
Why me? I don't understand.
Wait, so you don't care if I catch a stray bullet, but I gotta care if you do?
I just wonder why me?
Why not?
An island full of people.
Yeah, but why me?
Because you don't have any allies.
Sucks hearing your name.
Yeah, of course it does. And who did you talk to?
I think our conversation's done.
Ours is? Yeah. All right, mobster. Go have fun with it.
Dude, I'm on the bottom. How am I the mobster? How am I in charge?
Because you're like, our conversation is done. Like, okay, like, what? All right.
What do you want to say to me, Drew? You can't help me.
Are you for real, dude? He thinks he's the big Boston mobster, the departed. You're gonna like this conversation is over. So I'm like, get out of here, dude. You're a goon. Your game is donezo.
Is this a good move by Jake? No. Is it a fun move by Jake? Yes. Austin wins immunity and Jake is like, crap, another vote I'm going into where everyone is just doing whatever Reba wants. He feels insecure and talks to Tribal about this game making him feel like an imposter sometimes. It is very heartfelt and genuine, so they all vote and...
If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so. First vote, Jake. Jake, 2 votes, Jake. Jake, 3 votes, Jake. Julie, that's 3 votes, Jake, 1 vote, Julie. Bruce, that's 3 votes, Jake, 1 vote, Julie, 1 vote, Bruce. Bruce, that's 3 votes, Jake, 2 votes, Bruce, 1 vote, Julie. Bruce, we're tied, 3 votes, Jake, 3 votes, Bruce. 11th person voted out and the 4th member of our jury. Bruce, need to bring me your torch?
I'm still in shock. Like, I'm still processing. I can't even, I can hear silence. You hear the silence? It's Bruce not lecturing me, not micromanaging everybody.
Did you know Katurah hated Bruce? My goodness, she had at least one rant an episode about the man. Anyways, Jake is next. He's next to go. Reba holds a 4-2-1 lead and they can do whatever they want. Hello, darkness, my old friend. But wait, is it possible? Katurah tells Jake she wants to work with him. Do my eyes deceive me? We'll see if this is true. Jake says, I am tired of being a tree in this play called Survivor 45. I want to be a leading role. But what is legit is Drew coming to Jake and Katurah and saying, I want to blindside Dee and Julie. How? Well, he knows he can pull Austin over, and that gives them 4 votes. Is this true? Will Austin flip on Dee? Well, something I haven't told you, but is very important. Austin is head over heels for Dee, to the point that he compares his relationship with her to Boston Rob and Amber. Yeah, that's the comparison he's making. Whereas Dee, she's just having a flirtmance and never says anything like that, never says anything to the same level Austin does. Drew wins immunity and tells Austin the plan to knock out Julie, so Austin, of course, snitches the plan to Dee. Who isn't snitching to Dee in this game? Brilliant. So at Tribal, they all vote and...
If anybody has an advantage or an idol and you want to play it, now would be the time to do so.
Jeff, I want to play for myself.
Okay, first vote, Julie, does not count. 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 12th person voted out and the 5th member of our jury. Emily, the tribe has spoken.
We are now at the final 6 and Reba holds a 4-2 advantage over Jake and Katurah. But let's be real, it's really 4-1 because Katurah is not solid with Jake at all. How did Bello screw up their numbers advantage so badly after entering the merge? I mean, flipping Katurah. We see Austin win reward, takes Dee, and by force he has to take another person, so he picks Katurah. And when they are off on reward, Drew complains that life sucks, I know, but Jake doesn't. In fact, all Jake tries to do is look at the bright side of things. He does this all the time. What is there to complain about? He's on Survivor. He then goes to look for an idol and...
I need to go get this now. No one else is finding my idol. That is my idol. So I go over to the raft. I strip down to my underwear. I did a play before where I had to be in my underwear on stage in front of other people. So I'm not super concerned about searching for this idol in my underwear. It's good. It was a show. I was in college. Is my hidden immunity idol. Yeah. The last time this can be used is when there are 5 players left in the game. I would like to get innovative with this. I need to play this and have it do more than just save me in this game for another vote. I need this to earn me votes in Final Tribal. That's what this is right here.
Perfect. An idol can totally disrupt the Reba majority and mess them up good. Dee needs to go. Dee then wins immunity. Mother flipper. So now the target is Julie. Again, Jake says, screw that, I want to blindside Drew. Am I missing something? But believe it or not, Julie and Katurah agree to this plan. Okay, well, a Reba is a Reba, so they all vote and...
This is an amulet that I got. Now it's an immunity idol, but I don't think I need any souvenirs, so...
Playing this for yourself?
I'm gonna play it on myself.
First vote, Julie. Julie, 2 votes Julie. Drew. Drew, we're tied. 2 votes Julie, 2 votes Drew. Drew, that's 3 votes Drew. 13th person voted out and the 6th member of our jury. Drew, the tribe has spoken.
Welcome to the finale. Jake should not be here, but by hook or by crook, he is. Everyone goes to a new island. Jake wins the challenge advantage, blows the challenge, and Austin wins immunity instead. Completely inconsequential since no one is targeting Austin, and I think Jake's fine. But yeah, that's where we're at. Austin then takes Jake on reward, and Jake tells Austin about his idol. Clearly, I think Jake's trying to build trust with the dude, but what he doesn't realize is that Austin's lust for D is stronger than any alliance as he snitches this info to D. Dang, I mean, who isn't snitching to D? Katurah then talks to D and Julie about voting off Jake. Dang, Katurah, why are you always trying to burn the guy who wants to work with you? So she then talks to Jake, and
I really think it should be D. D is always was viewed as a strong competitor. She's won 2 immunities. She could potentially win a 3rd immunity tomorrow. Of the people left, she's the most likely to win this challenge tomorrow. And then she walks in that jury at Final 4, having won 3 immunities. She takes Austin, and that's 1 spot left for me and you. If you're 100% in on D, we have the numbers.
Yeah, D's gone.
Okay,
We're good.
I'm trusting you, Jake.
Yeah, I'm voting for D.
Say it.
I swear on that, I'm voting for D. It's fine.
Okay, all right.
I'm good.
I hope this works.
Katurah confuses me. Where is her head at strategically? I have no idea. Is she lying to Jake? Is she lying to D? Does she even know? Well, hopefully she's being truthful with Jake since D really does need to go. D will win this game. So they all vote at Tribal, and
Jeff, could you validate this for me? I'm playing that for Katurah.
No! No!
First vote, Katurah, does not count.
Yes!
Jake, 1 vote Jake. D, 1 vote Jake, 1 vote D. Julie, that's 1 vote Jake, 1 vote D, 1 vote Julie, 1 vote left. 14th person voted out and the 7th member of our jury. Julie.
You made me swear on Nana, dude. What the hell?
Julie, the tribe has spoken.
Honestly, at the end of the day, Jake, you can be upset, but I just don't trust Jake. And I just didn't feel like I could go on a plan with him. And I'm sorry, and I understand that you're upset.
No, that's fine, but then
and I
if
agree
you're
that
gonna
like
make me swear on something, how do you not go with that? That's why I'm frustrated. I don't, like, if you didn't trust me, like, why did you make me swear on something that I was gonna do?
Well, Jake, I mean, I think there needs to be some personal accountability here too. I didn't make you do anything.
flippin' Katurah. Did you know that she hates Bruce? Because I think we got it all backwards. I think she hates Jake. Why did she screw up that vote? They had D dead to rights. My goodness, Jake is done. He then proceeds to break the immunity challenge on accident and D wins. It's a whole thing. Yep, Katurah's words on how D will win are prophetic. What a bunch of amateurs. Jake says, I know I have a snowball's chance in hell of winning, but at least I got a chance. So he begs D to let him make fire against Katurah, and she agrees. Good. So at Tribal Council, it is Jake versus Katurah.
This challenge is on. Here we go, day 25, Survivor 45. Jake getting a little bit of spark. Katurah getting a little bit of spark.
It's fine.
Jake's rope starting to burn a little bit. That is a big flame. Yes! Jake wins the fire-making showdown of Survivor 45 and takes the final spot in the final 3.
Here we go, final Tribal Council. Jake, he has no chance of winning, but maybe he can secure a vote or two if the jury is open-minded. Kendra is the first juror to talk, and she asks,
Tonight, I'm here with a completely open mind. I want to feel your truth. How did you take Survivor by the horns and play this game?
My dad told me right before coming out here, he's like, Jake, juice this thing for everything it's worth. And you know what? I really feel like I did that. Like, There was nothing in this game I was like, no, I'm not gonna do. And challenges, like, they weren't my forte, but I did bust my ass. I busted my ass so hard that I broke a challenge. Like, I had a lot of moments of sadness out here. Like, I cried a lot out here, but like, every single second, no matter how sad it was, I was still going, but you sat on Survivor. You know what I mean? So it's like, but like, you know what? Like, I love this game. I've been watching it for 10 years. And like,
Jake has the best answer by a mile, by the way. Dee and Austin, their answers are mid, but Jake nailed it. Kendra will proceed to vote for Austin anyways. Amazing. Katurah then asks each of them about facing their fears, and Jake says that he leaned into his fear of failure and did his best to keep fighting no matter what. Drew then only talks to Austin and Dee. Emily then asks Dee for one succinct example of her using her brain to make a move, and Dee does not do this. It's not that Dee just doesn't answer that question. She refuses to. She says, I will not answer that question because I can't. And it's like, guess who still votes for Dee anyways? Right. Like, just nonsense. Caleb then congratulates Jake and asks him how he made it so far in this game despite being on the bottom. Jake tries to downplay himself, and Drew says, no way, buddy, give yourself some credit. We then cut to Kelly, who asks,
I just want to give Jake an opportunity about Idol's advantages in your game.
so I try to make people think that I would play it on myself. Obviously, I don't think anyone knew what was going on at the final 5 vote, but that was my plan with the Idol, to make people think that I was going to be safe that night, and I was hoping to take Katurah to the next round.
What essentially happened was I felt I was going to get votes. I got afraid and said, I don't trust Jake. He's not giving me the heads up. So why play it on me and not tell me that you were going to play it on me?
Yeah, because your genuine reaction of thinking that you weren't safe and you might get votes is what I wanted. I thought it would make a better impression on the jury.
Bruh, did you know Katurah hates Jake? That's the true hatred I think she has. She never says it like she does about Bruce, but come on now. Julie then asks Dee about her flirtmance with Austin, and Dee says, oh, it's super real. I definitely won't break up with Austin after the game, help Wendell from Survivor 36 cheat on his baby mama, and Austin will not date Jeff Probst's niece. Sure, Dee, sure. I mean, she doesn't say that exactly. Check out the Survivor 45 Secrets video I made for more info about that, but yeah, that's what happens. So they all vote for a winner, and
First vote, Dee. Austin. 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 Dee. 2 votes, Dee. Dee. That's 3 votes, Dee. Dee. That's 4 votes, Dee. The winner of Survivor 45, Dee.
so let's break this down. How is Jake as a character and as a strategist? Jake is so charismatic that every time he talked, I listened. Did he have any sway in the game? Not really. Would he have won if Katurah hadn't botched his plan multiple times? That's the real question. He screwed up the first time by keeping her in the dark on the Idol. I get why Katurah ultimately didn't work with him and Caleb on that, but when it came to the Dee blind side, come on, Dee should have been gone, and either Austin or Julie would have won the game. I don't think Jake wins the game at that point still. I think by the time we get to that Dee move, it was just too late, but nevertheless, Jake is a well of untapped potential and he should 100% be asked back on Survivor. Out of 21 character moments shown on the show, 17 were heroic and 4 were villainous, making Jake a hero on Survivor 45. And out of 42 strategic moments shown on the show, 30 were smart and 12 were dumb, making Jake a smart strategist on Survivor 45. Thanks for watching, and doubly thanks for liking and subscribing. I'll see you all next time.